Hey, welcome back to Ramblings of an Old Broad. Well, I just talked to you not probably a couple hours ago, but I got home and saw that Abrego Garcia is being brought back to the United States. I think there's someone else coming back too, hopefully that young boy that had the tattoo that they thought was gang related. Anyway, there is a little success with him coming back to the United States. Now, he'll have to go to jail and probably be up on charges of some sort. I don't know. My thing was just getting him out of the El Salvador prison. And that's what's happened. They are coming back from the El Salvador prison. So we can, a sigh of relief that somebody might not be a gang member. And I think they all should have due process there or here. I don't know, but I think they all should have due process, because I don't think you should be able to just round people up and label them as gang members when you don't know for sure if they're gang members or not. And we didn't know. And I know the Republicans kept saying, oh, they're all gang members. They're all gang members. And I'd say, no, they need their due process. If they're on American soil, they get due process. They don't have to be legal to get due process. And I hope from this, nobody else goes to the El Salvador prison. And I hope that maybe there will be more either given some kind of day in court or brought back for a day in court here. I'm not sure. I think it should be proven that they're gang members. I know I read or saw that like a good percentage of them, like 90%, didn't even have a criminal record. So I don't know. If they don't have a criminal record, I think they need due process even more, because we don't know for sure that they've done anything wrong. If they're illegal, if they're here illegally, send them back to their own country. Not somewhere else. Not a prison like in El Salvador. Send them home. Don't put them in jail. Send them home. Now, if they've committed a crime here, literally a crime, then, of course, they need to go through the courts and be that we can see that they are guilty. We need to see the information. We need to know that that person, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is guilty before we sentence them to any kind of prison. Now, our prisons are overrun. And I know that, or I believe that the orange one is trying to make them all be corporate run, be private entities. That way they make money. They don't make money if it's the government that's running the prison. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know if it's possible, and I don't know if it can be done by this administration. But it is something that we have to look at also. There are so many things. There's so many things to look at that we get caught up just like we got so caught up in the Abrego Garcia case that we may have missed other things, or we got so caught up on this big, beautiful bill that we missed something else. There's so many things being juggled in the air, and it is to distract us. It is to distract us. They tried to distract us from the bill. They didn't want us to see what was in the bill, way deep in the bill. They didn't want us to see that. So they distracted us with other things. You know, squirrel, and off we go. But I think now we kind of have our priorities. I think we know that the bill is our number one priority, not letting it pass. We have to keep our eye on the ball, whatever it takes, phone calls, protests, whatever it takes. Once that's been done, once that doesn't pass, then we go on to whatever's next. We're just going to have, it's going to be a while. We're going to be fighting a while. It's not going to happen overnight, but we have to take every victory that we can. So, this is a victory. Abrego Garcia coming back to the United States is a victory. And that's what we have to look at it as, a victory. So that we keep going forward. Because you're making a difference. You are making a difference by using your voice, by standing on the corner, by making a sign. You are making a difference. I love you all. Have a good weekend again.